Moi everyone and welcome to Finish Your Plate. One of the most common Christmas side dishes is the sweetened potato casserole. It's made simply with some russet potatoes that I have here, which are great for mashing. But there's a certain technique to it. Even though the name is called sweetened potato casserole, there's actually usually no sugar in it at all, and I'll show you why and how that happens. All right, so let me get started with peeling and cutting these potatoes into cubes so this way they'll cook faster. All right. Okay, so the potatoes have been cut and I have here some just plain unsalted boiling water. I'm just going to put them here and boil them until they are fork tender. Okay, so the potatoes have been cooked until they're fork tender. So now I'm just going to rice the potatoes. Okay, the potatoes have been riced, so I'm just going to let them cool down until they're about 130, 140 degrees. Okay, so now the potatoes have cooled down. What we do next is we're going to sprinkle about a quarter cup of plain white flour in here. And what that's going to do is it's going to create an enzymatic reaction that's going to break down some of the starches into sugars, which is actually going to make it sweet. So we're going to just sprinkle some around, mix it, and we're just going to sprinkle the rest on top, just like that. So this needs to stay in a warm place covered. Warm place being, again, somewhere around 130, 140 degrees. So that's going to allow the enzymatic reaction to go. All right, so I'm going to cover this, put this in a warm spot, and then we're going to check back on it. The color has turned into a little bit on the gray side. If we mix this, we'll notice that it's gotten a lot softer. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to add some white pepper. We're going to add some nutmeg. And it's going to need quite a lot of salt. Remember, we did not salt it yet. There we go. And now we'll add some whole milk to it to make it into a pretty loose consistency. Because again, remember, this is going to go back in the oven. Okay, so at this stage, we're going to test just a tiny bit for salt. I think you can use a little bit more salt. Also, at this point, if it's not sweet enough, you can add more sugar to it. So I have here these small containers, oven-safe containers. I'm just going to put some in. Also, note that this will foam quite a bit in the oven. So don't fill it more than, say, about 2/3 way up. We're just going to shake these to even it out. So now I'm just going to run my spoon over it. There we go. Sprinkle some breadcrumbs on top. Put several pats of butter on top. Okay, so now they're pretty much ready for the oven. I have the oven on at 430 degrees. It's going to take about 20, 30 minutes to cook them. However, you could certainly freeze these at this point. If you want to make them ahead of Christmas, save yourself a little effort on Christmas. So just put them in the oven on Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, whenever you want to have dinner, and they will be great. But I'm going to bake one of these, and the other one I'm going to freeze for Christmas. Okay, so now the potato casserole is ready after about 25 minutes in the oven. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time on Finish Your Plate, and keep watching for more Finnish Christmas dishes. Thanks. Bye.